Hello my Asgardian Minecrafters and welcome to this redstone tutorial on how to build a basic shooting gallery game in Minecraft. First off, a demonstration. All of the targets are behind the moving, like teeth, and when you shoot them they remain closed. I've used lights behind... Oh, there we go. I've used lights as the target, that way you can just see like a tiny little flash of light before they remain closed. But anyway, enough of demonstrating, let's see how to build it. Okay, so we're ready to start building. I've marked out the area that we'll need below. What we're going to do is, because this is a tileable design, we're going to build two of the mechanisms next to each other. So we start out by dropping two of these sticky pistons facing up and then filling in all around them with the block of choice. Above that we now need to create the little holes that we're going to be shooting through, so there we go, one above each of them. And in front of that, just to finish off the facade, we'll put down two normal stairs. Okay, so onto the redstone. First off we place a repeater facing into the sticky pistons, and then behind the repeater we place a block. On top of said block we place a piece of redstone dust, and on top of that redstone dust we place redstone lamps. On the front of the lamps we place a button, and that is the redstone completed. The last thing we need to do is to pay attention to how this thing looks, so we'll place blocks all the way around the gap so you can't see daylight through it, which does help, and then we test it. Hopefully we'll hit the mark. Boom! And those should stay closed now until the arrow spawns. Okay, so this is incredibly easy to expand vertically as well. Start off by placing pistons, sticky pistons facing up above the holes that you've already made. Fill in around them like you did down the bottom, like so, and then make your little holes to shoot through. Like so. The redstone is the same around the back as well. We start by placing the repeaters facing in here. Now, just so that we can place this block, we need a block behind the repeater, like so, with redstone dust atop, and then on top of that a redstone lamp, and that again is all of our redstone, save putting on a button on the front. Now we fill in the sides the same way again. This truly is tileable, there's nothing to worry about if you're going vertically, and that is now done. I like to finish off the front this way. I like to put an upside down stairs with a stairs on top, and you are done. We just test it one last time, hopefully, now that it's getting dark on my world. I hate when it gets dark. How do you turn that off, by the way? Oh, I can't even hit the other one. There we go. So we have technically got a game here, but we need to add a little challenge. So first thing we're going to do is add a clock. I find that the best clock to use is a basic torch clock, so I use a torch clock on 4 ticks. Let's just set this up for you now, and I'm sorry for insulting your intelligence here, because I know that everybody knows how to make a torch clock. So there we go. Flick, flick, flick. Now it would be handy to be able to set up an on and off for this torch clock, wouldn't it? So let's take a line of redstone back here, and we've got a lever. Now we can shut off the torch clock as we want. Now first things first, I did notice that I didn't put my redstone repeater down there onto 4 ticks like I said you should, but yes, do that and then go behind and up against. You can just place them against the redstone, but put blocks on the back here to stop some canoodling going on. Then we need to come down. In order to get this over to here and up here, we're going to need a torch tower in this corner. So go down by 2 blocks, put down a block, put down a torch. On top of that we need another block, and another torch, and another block, another block, and another torch, and then on top of that one we just need another block. In order to best see what we're doing at this point, it's best that we come down and actually hook ourselves up to over here. Now obviously this needs to be underground. It should be underground. It's best underground. I've got mine underground over here, and you don't see it, do you? It's just redstone magic then, isn't it? Just flat redstone magic. So we take this off, and make sure that it's facing into that block. You can do that any way that you wish. So we're getting close to the end now. In order to take the signal from the torch tower into the mechanism itself, take off a line of redstone here and make sure that they're facing into the block. The redstone repeater will take that signal, putting it into the pistons, and that will leave them closed as default. Adds to the redstone magic. Nothing opens until you start the machine. And in order to do the top one up here, it's best that you take a line across there, off the torch itself. There we go. So we're just mirroring the same shape as we've got down there, and do exactly the same thing. Now, everything is closed from the front until you turn on the machine. So, the last little bit of advice I can give you is make the whole thing as random as possible. You need to change up your times on these repeaters, and that will make them all come up at different times. So, yeah, check what I mean. So instead of all going up and down at the same time, they're all staggered. You can see that one first, and then dong 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 dong, you know, all over the place. And when you're going further even than that, I suggest putting a repeater here after you've done your level of, you've done your block of 2. Take a repeater off, stick it on, any random ticks you like, and that again will add another level of randomness. But this is done, completed and finished. If you would like to see more videos like this, drop a like, leave a comment, do all of those good things. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And the next thing probably will be the scoring system that I have for this, but that is much more advanced. I will check you in the next Let's Build. See you later, guys.